Let's shed the 80s and dive into debauchery, dread, and daylight. Welcome to A Runner Does Music, where today we're looking at the newest album from the project I Don't Know How But They Found Me, or Dallon Weeks if you want to be technical, called Gloom Division. This is the second full-length album from the band and the first one since the former drummer did Finance Crimes, and features an expansion on the overall vibes and tones for the project, which previously had a very 80s and pre-2000s energy, and now features a larger scope of inspiration and ideas finding its way into the tracklist. So let's take a look at what happens when Dallon lets others into his headspace, then spits out the results for us to listen to. In regards to the expanded ideas and new takes on familiar sound for his musical work, I really enjoyed the early single What Love, and the almost R&B feel that it had with the deeper bass and guitar work on top of simple electronics in the background. Nothing is more satisfying than hearing Dallon's soaring high notes creep into a song in contrast against the typically lower tone of an I Don't Know How song's background and instrumentals, and this track is a great example. As far as themes go, the song talks about the line between pure infatuation and simpler love, and the possible downsides of that which follows, if you'll forgive the almost pun-like inclusion of two-track names in that description there. I've always loved Dallon's ability to write lyrics that vaguely sit on an equally weighted scale, leaving the listener able to interpret things in many ways, and What Love is a great measure in that action. A personal favorite track, Speak of the Devil, stylized as SPKOTHDVL, love when artists do that, is a song that switches in between talking about how a fan or fan base may expect a person or a new piece of music to be, and then how they interpret the reality of the situation. The chorus picks up on the energy and situation by saying, turn it off, it's not them, it's not what you want, so turn it off. And it's a good representation of what some people will do in reaction to a situation where a person's identity or next product just doesn't fit their predestined ideas. Some fans of a band tend to be overdramatic, going as far as saying they'll never listen to the band again because of a new sound or direction, saying they'll sell all their records and merchandise or something even more extreme. Crawling on your knees again is one of the many lines that gives the overdramatic picture of said fans losing their mind over a change in the band's musical direction, and I fucking love that. The entire album overall manages to split the field between songs that sit in such a calm belt that lets you almost melt into it, such as on Find Me, a track that touches on a sort of sci-fi sludge element according to Dallon Weeks, but then earlier on the album tap into a manic vibe with a track like Downside. Downside is all about being so in love, so down and out for somebody that you fail to see any issues or downsides in that relationship, up to and including being so blinded by your love that you fall further into it, unable to register negative aspects. This is all done on top of an infectious instrumental background, which features some of my favorite percussion and guitar and bass work, just the stuttery nature of which almost feels like the heartbeat to the song itself. I mean, yeah, that's what the instrumentals are, but shut up. There's also a song that touches on the personal stake and obsession and love, that being Infatuation. That's the song title, is Infatuation, I should say. The song gives several references to biblical evils such as Mephistopheles and Lucifer, a topic brought up many times on the album and alluding to multiple ideas and representations. Speaking of that, there's the song Satanic Panic, a song with a driving bass and a stop-and-go drum section that Dallon sings about how easy it is to frame something in an evil sense, and the irony being found in preaching belief while also begging for people to fall into said belief, such as in the pre-chorus lines, please, oh please, believe in what I say. There are a lot of references to the devil, satanic tendencies, and ideas, and more, and I love how it's used often, but also subtly in relation to the many topics of love, obsession, and irony throughout the album. There is a lot to dissect on Gloom Division, from the devilish situations to the many faces of love, and overall, it stands as the best work from I Don't Know How But They Found Me by shedding any and all shackles when it comes to creativity, as noted many times by biographies on the album. Dallon Weeks is an endlessly talented person and still is putting out unique and riveting work after over 20 years in the music scene and nearly as many original albums through many different projects and bands. This project is a rare one, though, that consistently improves throughout the tracklist and evolves over the course of its discography in comparison to the extended play album and Razzmatazz, but it still holds many of the same vibes and feelings of the earliest I Don't Know How song, Even Choke. For these reasons, Gloom Division by I Don't Know How But They Found Me gets an 8.8 out of 10, and that's the review. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video, that'd be super. Hope you're having a good day, hope you're staying hydrated. I'll see you next time.